Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on a rainy Friday, December the 13th. TGIF. Here's a commentary directed to the House Democrats. So here it goes. Well, good morning, House Democrats. I see you guys are going to vote on impeachment next week. So I wanted to leave you this note to help you on your vote. I see Congresswoman Gabbard has said she's voting no. That shows me courage, and she is a true Democrat and can see through your party's ill-fated attempt to impeach a president. Is President Trump impeachable? Like I said numerous times, yes. But the way your party did it, no way, Jose. And when you're sitting there voting for impeachment, I wish at least 15 of you would cross over with the Republicans and say no, because if you look at those two articles of impeachment, are they really good articles of impeachment? I say no. And you look at them with the evidence and you'll come up to the same conclusion. No. Did the Supreme Court or appeals court or federal court, any court, ever said that any of that was unconstitutional? No. Does Congress have the ability to interpret the Constitution? No. Does Congress have the ability to enforce their will? No. Does Congress have the ability to make laws? Yes. So where is the third party, the federal courts, to assume that all this is constitutional? Article 1, which is supposed to be abuse of power, right? Is there any constitutional by the courts that say that he abused his power? No. Article 2, lying to Congress. Doesn't everybody lie to you guys? Really? Come on. Ever since the 20th century, presidents, including Theodore Roosevelt and onward, have lied to you repeatedly in their administrations. You know better than that. Third, let me tell you that this is like a what you call it, grand jury, and you're the grand jury sitting there reviewing these, and the leadership have put to you these two indictments. Number one, remember, you cannot indict a president. So if you're looking at this as indictments, that's why they're no. Uh, then, if you look at these as articles of impeachment, you have to vote no. And give you an example of the system failing if you vote yes. Back in the 1990s, you had a group of officers who, in LA, beat up this one African American, Rodney King. You remember that? And your equivalent, the grand jury of Los Angeles, said that the officers bore no guilt, so they couldn't indict them. They said they were not indictable. With all the evidence against them, and therefore they were set free, creating the riots of 1992. Remember them? That's the law of unintended consequences. You guys go down that road, that's what you end up with. Then, in 1994, OJ came along. Remember him? With the Bronco? And he had so much evidence, just like you got for President Trump here. And along came Johnny Cochran and said, if it don't fit, you must acquit. So I'm saying to you today, and put it this way, 90% of the people said that OJ was guilty. But remember, the jury had Rodney King in mind, so they decided to stick it to the authorities for Rodney King. So they voted him not guilty. So today, instead of Johnny Cochran saying, if it don't fit, it don't acquit, I say, if you hate, you must debate. Also, if you take the elephant out of the room, meaning Donald J. Trump, and look at this as an impeachment of a president, and look at the House leadership. That looks like a sham, doesn't it? Really? And look at the comment that your Congressman Adam Schiff made yesterday. I believe it was Adam Schiff. We can't have a person steal another election. Steal? Didn't your party steal an election from your own candidate back in 1876, Mr. Tilden, who had won it fair and square? And you guys did the compromise of 1877 with the Republicans and gave it to Rutherford B. Hayes. You see, Congressman, your Democratic congressman from the House? When you vote next week, think of all this. Is President Trump impeachable? Yes. Should he have been impeached? Yes. But with the articles that you have there and the leadership that you have there, you can't vote yes because that is a sham. You could have done it a different way, and I've spent a lot of time trying to tell you how to do it. Nobody's listening to me, but I hope you listen to me here. Also, the leadership. Remember back on almost 10 years ago, we must pass Obamacare. We'll see what it says later, but pass it now. Didn't it cost you a lot of seats later on that year in 2010? Are you really going to blindly go after a leadership that took you down the bad road 10 years ago and they're taking you down the bad road this time? Anyway, this is your favorite alien and Bubba saying, come on, Congressman, let me have at least 10 or 15 join Tulsi Gabbard in telling your party enough is enough. That doesn't mean that you hate Democrats. That means you're a true Democrat by standing to your values of the word Democrat. Good day.